Here's a quick overview of the scheduling app that I built. This is going to be used for med simulations, so basically institutions to train doctors and medical staff. And basically what you have here is your navigations here on the left. This is a dev instance, so some things are going to look not consistent or a little buggy, but for the most part, this works. You have, this is a gallery view here, so you've got your different months, and I build the month as you navigate to it. You have a week view. Let me just go to a week that's got week view with photos. You have a daily view. I think I got one in here. Yep, there you go. So daily view with the photos. And then you have a list view of all your scheduled, your scheduled sessions. If you wanted to, and you can search by, title, for example. Let's see here. Let's do nursing. Yeah, School of Nursing. So if you wanted to, use all the things scheduled for here for this particular event, you can come in here and you can clone it. If you wanted to clone multiple records, you can clone those, and that's going to clone everything. All the things that were selected, you'll see here that there's going to be a lot of items you can select for this event to do your test on, but it does not clone the days because we don't know what days you want to do it. So that's the schedule here on the left. You've got with any event, whether it's a wedding event or a test taking event or a catering event, you've got tasks. So you've got all the tickets that are in the system. You've got all of my tickets, all things that I've created. You've got all the tickets that are assigned to me. And then you've got the late tasks. Obviously, you can come in here and edit it. You can create a new one. Going back to the navigation, you've got inventory. And I think this is just a GIF at the moment. Yeah. So this is something I'm building out. This is where you just add your inventory. Right now, it's just a GIF to show an inventory screen. Inventory could be equipment that you're going to use or rent out, or a room that you're going to borrow. This would be where you administrate that. And I'll show you the scheduling process. This is a report. This is pulling the data from real time using Power BI to show utilization on the different. And this is the equipment you're renting out. Equipments, mannequins, personnel, supplies, task trainers. Just like anything in Power BI, it's got slice and dice, robust reporting mechanisms. You can print this. I don't have the button live yet, but you can print this page if you want to email. As you can see, the navigation's a little wonky over here on the left. I'm still building out some of this stuff. You've got user management right here. So if you want to create a user, do a reset, disable account, basic stuff. Any details on the user you can put in the fields here, their address, their preferred name, stuff like that. So that's the basic navigation. But now the meat and potatoes of this scheduling app is obviously the scheduling. So if you wanted to schedule a session, and again, I'm using this is scheduling for any type of event, but primarily in this use case, you're seeing it used for classes. So you can see here you've got these particular rooms blacked out. That's basically an opportunity for you to say the whole institution's blacked out, meaning they can't be scheduled, or a room is blacked out. So if room A is got a spill or something, you can use the blackout days to get that visible on the calendar. But in that situation, you just go here. But in this situation, we're just going to go for the current day, and you can create multiple. Let's just go in here, and let's just do future. You can see they're being listed here on the right, and then you can make your reservation. So I've got 3 days set, and then I'm going to do School of Nursing is going to do some training. Let's just say I'm going to have 8 learners. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm the main guy. Let's just do that. That's the type. And then just do the test. And this is pulling in from my user profile. These are the defaults. I can edit these if I want. And then from there, we go right into scheduling the you can see that, hey, I've got these these are in a yellow status, so they're in tentative. So now I have to go in and add equipment to these particular days. And what you can see is I have the single item here, but I also have this parent item of 779. And that basically means these are all linked to that top level ID, like in a parent-child relationship. So I have my event on the 23rd, the 24th, and the 26th. And what I like about this is now I have kind of I would say a draft version of the reservation. I have no equipment here, so obviously this is not complete. I have to add my room first, and your room is specific. Everything's really tied to the room and the time, because when I reserve this, I'm pulling it out of the database so nobody else can take that equipment. So let's go ahead and add a room right here. And you can see here, these are the steps to complete. I'm going to go ahead and put 8 to 9. You can see your selections here. And then what I'm going to do here is as you hover over, it's going to give you details about the particular room. I'm still working on it. If something is booked or already reserved, you'll have the whole thing will be X'd out here. So you won't be able to book it. It will be gone. Maybe I can show that in a follow-up. And you can see my selections here on the right. Your cart's always here. I can go to equipment, or I can go to just confirm booking here. So that locks in that room. So now that room's removed from the database. Now from here, I can come in here and I can add the equipment that I'm going to reserve. So, and keep an eye on the quantity here, because this is the key. Now you can see that's now reserved from the database. Let's just go ahead and do 100. So now I must have I must be cutting off the resolution. But what you can see is I've got 100 selected. The visual here is probably cutting that off. I'll need to adjust that font. But I have 100 here. So now anybody wants to reserve a medication cart, it's removed from the database. So I've got, this nice little scrollable gallery. Photos need to be updated, where I can view vendor information. I can go to mannequins. Let's go ahead and get Simban. You can see he's back on the cart. We'll get a summary of all of our screens here at the end. Task trainers. Personnel. Supplies. And then if I wanted to upload any specific instructions, I could do so. This is going to be it's going to link that attachment to the line item. Some additional details. You could also put Copilot in there if you really wanted to have a long, curated discussion of what should be entailed in here. But you can see here I have a summary of all my objects that were selected, all the equipment that was selected, the quantity, what was selected. I can go back here if I see something I want to modify, just click on it. And as you can see, the key thing to keep in mind is, even though I haven't hit submitted, the use case here for this particular thing is these screens could be open for a while. And why that's crucial is we don't want this information to be faulty. So if you see it in this cart, it is removed from the database until you deplete it from here, or you basically deplete it from this cart here. It is removed. So now we can just go hit submit. And now you can go see that this is all the equipment I've got. In the event that I wanted to do something like quick and I didn't want to go through the whole gallery view, I did create this quick edit. You can see booked here, I forgot. I've got quick edit right here. This is the same thing. It's just a way to tab through. If I wanted to tab through the particulars, that this is the quick edit. If I don't want to scroll through the gallery. If I wanted to edit the time, I can do that, which keeps, the basically allows me to make a change to this without canceling everything, but you do have to reselect your equipment because I don't know what equipment you want. As a faculty staff, I can log my time against this particular. I can log time against this particular session, which is something that's going to be billed against. There's an invoicing module that I'm not going to show today. I have an Outlook integration where I can add this to your Outlook calendar once the reservation's there. But while I'm here, let's just go to the 23rd. Let's just go home real quick. And let's just go back to the 23rd to show you the floor plan. It's going to zoom through this real quick, just so you can see the booked. All right. Yep. In my haste, I missed a field. All right. Yep. Interesting. Let's try that again. Anticipated learners 8. Maybe I did it wrong. I'll have to look at that. What's going on there? Okay. Well, I'll have to see what's going on there. Let's go back to this. I'm gonna go ahead and just to show you the booked error, not error, the confirmation. So let's say I want to select. That's what I want to show you. So as you can see now, because I already have this time select, in real time, it's showing you what's booked and you can't double book. I can't select it. So that's all I want to show. I am doing some active development, so there's going to be some quirks you're going to see. But that's all I have for today. Like I said, there's a billing component where I log time against a session. And, this is logging time against a session. And then I bill based off of that. The whole invoicing process is going to take a minute to demo. So I wanted to keep this at 10 minutes. I'm a little bit over. Let me know if you got any questions.